What's up, my beautiful people? New video. Hey, man. I was told that a lot of the answers that I want out of life and things that, I go through, a lot of times all I need to do is look within. And so I'm paying it forward, passing the information along, man. Look within, man. That's where a lot of your answers reside at. Pretty much everything that's ever happened to us, man, there's links to it in one way or another, man. You know, and a lot of times it's just based on your intuition, man. You know, stuff will come to you in a dream. Like, for example, you ever been driving, we're walking or just sitting there not doing anything, and then you'll just get a random thought, like bam, and something will come to you that you didn't notice or see before, right? And I believe that's your unconscious mind looking within, for the simple fact that your unconscious mind, it sits there and it runs in the background, right? Whatever you're thinking about or whatever is bugging you, you got a backup computer in your mind that sits there and runs in the background for you to help you figure out stuff even when you're not thinking about it, man. And I believe that's what looking within means, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you do look within actively with your first mind, your subconscious mind is working as well. I believe we'll be able to receive the downloads and the information that we need, man. But that's just speculation. That's just my opinion, bro. Is a lot of our problems, I feel like, can be figured out on our own, man. And people know that, right? There's people that actively do that, and I felt like I figured out a lot of problems just by looking within myself, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna continue to practice that because I've gained a lot of information over the years just simply looking within to figure out why certain things don't go in my favor and why, certain things seem to go wrong without no explanation on the outside of myself, right? And because of these problems and different issues, I was able to fix things and work on myself and apply new knowledge and new understanding to get better results, man. And as a matter of fact, I'd done it so much throughout my life that I decided that I needed to reinvent myself, reinvent my thinking. And once again, like I always say, that's something that I'm still actively doing to this day. I don't sit here and ever get off my path and my journey. And another thing too, man, if you have a good idea, stick with it, man. Even if it involves working on yourself. If you feel like there's something you could do to change your thinking that you discovered within, stay on that path, man. Keep at it. We're all human beings and we're all in the same pursuit pretty much for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and a better lifestyle, better habits, and that's something that will never get old, right? It's something that you can use the duration of your life, and it's worked for me many times. And so it's just something that I do now routinely, and I still have a lot of unanswered questions, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing that I have to give up, or it's not even something that takes a lot of energy to do for me or anyone else for that matter. But The answers lie within. And that's the whole point of this video, man. Is the answers to a lot of our questions that's been bugging us for years are within, you know. And there's great minds that will tell you the same thing, right? So, you know, this is something that I endorse, and I would tell anybody, right? We're only getting older, and let's just hope that with age, you're also becoming wiser and more in tune with yourself, because that's what you need, right? And a lot of times when we was younger, we didn't think about this stuff. It would have never crossed our mind at that time, but you know, it's like has to do with, you know, our survival, bro. Like, not necessarily our survival, but definitely that's a part of it, you know. But just being able to move forward is being able to have better understanding, right? Because if you don't have better understanding, how you gonna move forward, you know? You might be able to move forward a little bit, but at some point you're gonna need to gain new information to be able to continue moving forward. And I just always believe that a lot of that information is within us. We don't need to go to people and talk to them. We don't need to sit down and read a book. I mean, if you're doing that, then that's perfect. But at the same time, too, you got a lot of information already inside of you that wants to be tapped into. And that's why God gave us our subconscious mind and our spiritual self, and, you know, all these different, you know, great tools that we have, these gifts that need to be utilized. And so, you know, it's definitely something to think about and look into, because you never know what you're going to discover. And you never know what you're going to uncover about, you know, whatever situations y'all going through out there, man. Each case is different. Each person is unique. And so, you know, there's all kind of things that we can find simply by looking within and thinking about it. You know, some people get answers through dreams while they sleeping, and to me, I still think that's like a miracle, you know. So, you know, with that being said, it's another thing that I feel is important to pass on and bring awareness to. And I hope you agree with what I'm saying and my viewpoint, because I believe wholeheartedly in my ideas and my opinions. But like always, hey man, if you want to add to or take away from, leave a comment, man. Today is February 28th, 2026, and you know, I'm on my same journey. I'm on my same path, still trying to get enlightenment, still trying to get inspiration, but most importantly, still looking within.